What's up, everybody? It's Corrupt here. Hope you're doing well. And today we're going over the 10 best players in Blue Lock. Now, what I mean by best players in Blue Lock, no Master Strikers, no New Gen 11, just people who were in the Blue Lock brand and who are actually getting the rankings. That's how we should say it in the Neo Eagles League right now. So, if you like this video, please sure to let me know. Subscribe, comment, like, just do whatever. Let me know that you enjoy this type of content. We'll keep it going. Now, let's get into it. Number 10, we have our one and only tie on this list, which is Kunigami / Hiyori. Now, when it comes to Kunigami, he has the narrative implication. He also has the revenge game against Shido coming up. But if we're just looking from when he came back in the wild card, honestly, he has not been that impressive. His 2 goals that he's gotten directly came as a byproduct of Isagi and his genius. One being the assist and the other one being the volley that he scored, which was a shot from Isagi that he just happened to get there in time. Besides those 2 goals, he doesn't even have an assist. He hasn't done anything on his own, which I think is quite a shame. And I'm pretty sure it's probably just getting saved for Shido in the PSG match. But yeah, for now, I have to keep him at 10. Especially because the person I have him tied with, Hiyori, came in against the best defense in the NEL with only the 20 to 30 minutes left in the match, if I remember. And he instantly made a way bigger impact than Kunigami made in any other match he was ever in. He came in with Metavision that was able to match Isagi's, who's basically the best. He bullied the Uber's defense from dribbling. Even the one shot that he took that he missed still discombobulated them. And with that said, his passes are equal to side. We've heard that even back during the U20, if I remember when he got subbed in. So yeah, those are my 10. Kunigami and Hiyori, if you want me to lean towards one, honestly, I would lean towards Hiyori right now. Even with the little we've seen of him, that was just fucking impressive what he did. But yeah, number 9, I have Rio. Now, I know Rio's on his downfall, same with Nagi, but when we're looking at Rio, during that goal, he assisted the 5 revolver fake volley with Nagi, where they both linked up and haven't been the same since. He briefly showed that he could use Metavision while having the chameleon, making him the most versatile player on the pitch. Remember, in the U20 match, he stopped Shido, who was going crazy in his flow, and did as best as he could against him. And like I said, I know he hasn't done anything, but even the brief glimpse of what he and Nike did, I think deserves him the A spot. And of course, mainly because I see those 2 leveling up pretty soon. They're definitely still going to be top 10. They're still top 10 now, even if they haven't leveled up yet, but it's coming. Rio is kind of goated, honestly. So at number 8, if I have Rio at 9, you got to have Nagi right after him or behind him. Whoever you think is better currently, but I have Nagi. In the coming chapters, I fully expect Nagi to jump probably even into the top 5. But as of now, he's been cooked by everybody he's played against. Ren, the Ubers, he's just getting cooked. Ever since he scored on Isagi, and Isagi told him, we won't have any more miracles from you, which he was right. It's like he's broke him down. But despite all of that, Nagi still shows brief flashes of a top 3 player in Blue Lock. When he was training with Agi and actually listening to the play style instead of, just going off the passes that he received, that completely baffled Isagi by the way he was playing. He was playmaking, creating on his own. Honestly, if we get that Nagi back, everyone should be scared. And even then, he still has scored the most ridiculous goal in Blue Lock so far with that 5-shot fake revolver volley over both Isagi and Kaiser, who were both with Metavision. And even after that, he didn't do shit against PSG. He got bodied by Ren. But what I find interesting is during the Ubers match, the little we saw, he was the one marked by Lorenzo instead of Chigiri. Well, at least at the end. Maybe it wasn't all through the match, but it was still telling to me that he was the one marked by Lorenzo. I give Nagi the respect because he's going to climb in the coming chapters. Like I said, probably top 5. But for now, he got to keep that A spot because he's getting bodied out here. Number 7, Aiku. Aiku is the best defender in Blue Lock. No one else comes close from what we've seen. His flow during the U20 doesn't get talked about a lot, but it allowed him to see the chances and decisions his opponents were going to make and the chance he could to stop them. Even then, after that, where he troubled a lot of the Blue Lock players on the U20 pitch with that flow, he went on to unlock Metavision. And that was able to trouble Isagi during the Ubers match. And Isagi during the Ubers match, if you remember or read it, you know that man was just on another level. So I think that definitely boosted him. And he also was the one to fully block Nagi's game time goal in the match against Manshine when Lorenzo picked up and marked him. Lorenzo even saying that was a 90 million block. It was only about 60, I think, if I remember his NEL correctly. But still, Aiku is definitely top 10. Probably underrated. I think he's underrated. Number 6, Chigiri. Chigiri is one of the few characters to really show out during the NEL. Like, when it came to Chigiri, I always thought with his speed that he was had the most potential best weapon, if you get what I'm saying. Like, his speed allowed him to do things where you just couldn't stop it. His speed, and now that speed has gotten faster and he's even stronger. And combined with all that, he basically has a golden formula where if he gets the 44 Panther Snipe, if you don't block it or get in front of him or knock his equilibrium off or something like that, it's basically a guaranteed shot. And there's nothing you can do about it. He even was the one to take basically the A spot in Manshine now because of Nagi's downfall. Like, Chigiri, if the NEL was Nagi's fall, then the NEL is Chigiri's climb. He's really shown that he deserves to be one of the best pure players in Blue Lock and needs more respect, in my opinion. Even Kaiser went up to Isagi after he scored and complimented him, just showing how much of a goat he is. Love our princess over here. Number 6, Chigiri. Coming in number 5, we have Bachira. Now, to me, Bachira is one you could put even higher or even lower. But Bachira is him. As long as you say that, I don't care. Bachira's dribbling is one weapon that you can't fully stop. I don't know how else to say it. Picture this. During the U20, as I talked about with Aiku's flow, the only other person one-on-one who was able to break and get past Aiku's flow, besides Ren and his Destroyer flow, was Bachira with his dribbling. He couldn't read nothing about Bachira. And even past that in the NEL, he's evolved to the point where his dribbling is even more ferocious and fantastic, while becoming the key to the whole FC Barca team. He's the top scorer. He's the playmaker of that team. Everything runs through him. And he's showing off in NEL. He's been top 5 every ranking thing. I don't think Bachira gets enough love just because of who comes next, who are just monsters, but Bachira is definitely on that level. He can hold his own against pretty much anyone. Bachira's goated. That's all I got to say about him. If you don't know, now you know. Number 4 can be higher. I have Shido. Shido is a striker that can score in any conceivable way. His spatial awareness gives him the feeling of a goal without him even having to look at it. Just turn and shoot and bow. He's probably going in. When it comes to striking, pure striking, Baro and Shido are very similar, and those are probably the 2 best pure strikers. But what separates them is Baro. We've seen him evolve more, and he has more goals. I think he has the most goals in the NEL right now. and Shido is kind of lacking. But with that said, Shido is still tied for the second most goals while playing with Ren, who is the best player. So yeah, Shido can be higher until we see more. Shido's just broken, bro. Like, imagine if he was on any other team besides PXG, how many goals he was scoring. That's all you gotta think about with Shido. He's only being brought down because of how good Ren is and because Ren is him. But yeah, number 4, Shido could possibly be higher than my number 3. But for now, number 4. Number 3, I have Baro. Now, Baro has been a goal scoring machine. Snuffy said that he was the most ideal person to be a striker. He either has the most goals right now in the Neo Eagles League, or he's tied with Ren for the most goals. With that, he also has his predator eyes, which made him even more deadly as a striker, as he aims for the keeper's blind spot instead of just bombing the ball like he used to do towards the keeper. And with that said, Shido and Bar both have this unpredictable nature on the field. Shido will go against everyone, including his team. Same with Baro. That's why I said you can switch them in who you want, whoever you feel is better, but just for now, I have to put Baro higher because of his goal scoring mark, especially because that's what Shido is known for. He's not a playmaker, defender, like he's known for scoring goals, and Baro has more. So I have to put Baro for that. Number 2, the main man himself, the god, Isagi. Maharaga, the adaptability goat. Isagi is broken, that's all I can say. Isagi is someone who can counter seemingly anybody's attack on defense while also being a deadly striker in his own right. His meta vision seems to be better than everybody else's. I don't know how, I don't know why. His vision is just the best. Kaiser's meta vision, I don't care. It's Isagi's, and it doesn't come close. Even with all that, he still improved all of his physical specs. He can dribble better. He can lift. He has a lefty direct shot now. But Isagi is just improving all around. And if you watch the Ubers match, the man was up and down the field, getting the ball back, running back, trying to score. Like, that was the most insane game I've seen from a character in Blue like it. Like, he was doing everything. And if you have him one, I can't be mad. With 2 goals and 2 assists, he's the second highest rated person in the Neo Eagles League, only behind my number 1, who is Atoshi Ren. And to me, Ren is still the best player in the Neo Eagles League. Not only is he the best striker, his accuracy is insane. The curve on his shots is unmatched. But besides his striking, he's shown in the U20 match that all around, he's the best player in Blue Lock. He was the only one who could read side during his gear change before he even went flow. And then when he did win flow, he ultimately stopped side, which led to the lucky goal by Isagi. And when he was in flow, not only did he body the entire Japan U20 team, Aiku in flow didn't even stand a chance against him. He's, like I said, either the highest scoring person in the NEL or tied for being the highest scoring person in the NEL with Shido on his team. That's fucking crazy. And even after all that, we've seen him basically, I want to say, contain his destroyer flow now, meaning because we saw it when he bodied Nagi with his hat trick, that he can use it at will, it seems like, and he's added more variations to the way he can shoot. My bad. Ren is just overall a demon on that field, and even Isagi to me hasn't completely grasped or caught up to him, because we've seen Ren's vision is on the level of Isagi's, so he possibly has meta vision. And on top of that, we saw Ren use Predator Eye during the U20 prepare match where all the top players went against each other. So, like, Ren basically has everything, and he's just goated. Like, he's my top 1. A special shout out, I want to put him at 0 just because I think that's how good he is Gagamaru. Gagamaru is probably already pro level when it comes to goalkeepers. Like, when we look at goalkeepers who are supposed to be on this level, there's no one who's remotely even close. Like, they don't have the moments, the instincts, anything to be able to do what Gagamaru does. Like, he's probably the one player in Blue Lock who we could put pro right now, and he would still be final and great right now. I'm talking Gagamaru is just him, from blocking rails, copy shot, blocking borrow shot, the handstand block for side. I'm talking the handstand block for Shido. The man is just goated, and he deserves number 0. Yes, number 0, because as a goalkeeper, there's no one that comes close to that man. But yeah, those are, in my opinion, the 10 best players in Blue Lock. Just Blue Lock, you know. None of the new gen of the Masters. Let me know what you would change. Like, comment, subscribe. Just give me some type of support. I appreciate it. Love you guys.